So sometimes people are going to question why we do what we do. If we're not getting results, they don't understand why we keep doing what we're doing. But just imagine if you are capable of doing something, you're good enough, you've gone to school, you have skills, you practice, you've gotten results. But you just need that little creative space. You need a little freedom. You need some time. You need to focus. Just imagine that if everyone was around you that doesn't believe in you because you haven't achieved it yet, and they know that you've wanted this for a while, and they just don't see you doing it, and they don't even see why it's even important, that they don't even really look at your future. They just want you to get like a job. Just get a job. They don't see anything else in their future. Like, they don't see you doing anything. And that's going to be a problem. Because if you put yourself in that environment, then you're going to feel down. You're going to get in different moods. Your moods will fluctuate because you want something, and you know how hard it is. It's harder to stay committed to what you want because of outside forces. It's like Forces of Nature, that movie that came out with Ben Affleck and Sandra Bullock in the 90s. It's like where all these forces around them, mainly fire, storm, everything that gets in the way of what you want. And that sometimes those things that get in the way can make you stronger because you could have that perseverance or that resilience to overcome it. And you might see that when you're angry, all these bad things happen because you're attracting these negative feelings. Spill your coffee, trip over something, somebody cuts you off on the road. Everything that just keeps spiraling out of control. It's like an avalanche. It's like a little snowball that you release on the top of a mountain, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's collecting a lot of snow, and that's how you're feeling. Like everything's snowballing. But just imagine for a second that sometimes being alone is not a curse. Being single or just going somewhere to do something by yourself. Go to by the beach to a cafe, have some coffee, open your notebook, open your computer, bring all the supplies you need, like charging, like power for your phone, charge your laptop up if you have other means to have more power for your computer, or if you're typing on your iPad or something, to do it. I promise you that if you do something, it doesn't even have to be good. Just do it. And I know because I've done it before, and I know that it's worked. And sometimes I take myself out of that way, because when you put yourself in a position of need to where you're not able to fully take care of your own self, not someone else, like that, you can't give somebody what they want, because people want certain things, and when they don't get it, they pull out. They want something, and they say they never wanted something. They wanted something. Their actions, their responses, what they say support what they want, even if they don't admit it. They don't want to admit something because they don't want to make it look like, oh, I wanted this and I didn't get it. If you put yourself in an environment to create, it's not like that you're out there taking photography, because you're creating in the moment. You don't even know what you're going to create. You just say, okay, I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to take shots of seagulls, the ocean, of the sunset or the sunrise. You're creating in the moment. But when you're creating story, the story may not always be the story you're creating in the moment. It could change 20 times, 30 times, however many times it takes until you feel that it's good. Even if what you feel is good, it could be what someone else doesn't like. And maybe the studio wants something else. They might say, like, I like that draft, and you might hate that draft, and they like that draft because they know this is something that we can make, something that was going to make us money, because it's about money. You're not going to do things because you want to be creative. Unless you're like Christopher Nolan with Inception, like his passion project, and you've done all these Batmans and Memento, and then yeah, you're going to get some funding if they like something that you create, if you're like this visionary. But if you're not at that level yet, don't beat yourself up because you're not at that level. That you're not doing something because you're not there yet. You're taking steps. You're traveling there. You're not there. The goal is that. The goal is something. The goal is the end result, the outcome. The intent is like, why are you doing it? What is the theme? What is the reason? What's the purpose? Follow the intent. Like, I'm going to stick to doing this because I want to make a difference. I want to do something creative. I want to make a difference with my creativity. This makes me happy. This is where my passion's at. I feel the excitement, the euphoria when I'm doing it. This adrenaline rush of like, this is for me, and I know that I could create. If you're out there wanting to make a difference because you want some value for yourself, like, I need to make a difference. I need to go out there and protest because I need to show them that I care. That I care about social justice. I care about women's rights. I care about all this stuff. You're like all over the place. Like, I know someone that every single day when something is new, that he's on it. And then he's telling me to not be on social media, telling me I need to do better, telling me maybe I should give up what I'm doing, like just feeding me all this stuff all over the place. I don't even know what his goal is with me. And then you find out later on that you know what his goal was, that he wants to make this movie. He's in it for something that he knows that he needs to keep me going so then it can make his dream possible. But he's going at it all wrong, because then if he's putting you down, they're putting you down, she's putting you down, whoever is making you feel unhappy, and that they want all your time, they want all your energy, and they keep coming around with stuff, and then you can't get the things done that you need to get done. It makes it hard. You can't even sit down with a notebook and write down what bills you have, what you need to do next. You know what? Take yourself out of the environment that is restricting you, that is blocking you. Because if you continue to be in that environment, you don't have to like leave it, to take yourself out of it. That you could just, if you have a car, you don't even need a car. You could get in public transportation somewhere and just go somewhere. Go somewhere. If you have a car, you could drive somewhere. Gas is expensive, you could walk somewhere. Stop making excuses that you could do it. You don't even need money to do it. If you have all the resources that you need, you have something to write with, you have something to type on, you have something to record, a recording device. There's so many things that you could do. Is that when we make excuses, we validate the reason why we didn't accomplish something and say, okay, maybe we're not good enough. Maybe it didn't happen because there's better people are better than us. They're better looking. They're more talented. They're more gifted. So why are you putting yourself down? Why are you feeding your mind thoughts? Because you want to make it seem easier that you didn't achieve these things, so it could validate why you failed at it and why you wasted your time and why you have regrets, why you resent certain things. Yeah, of course, it's people that if you have a bunch of people around you that don't believe in you because they don't see results. They're basing on results. Like, people show up when you start getting popular, when you start getting results, when you're doing something. It's like they want to be your support base, but they didn't give a shit about you before. They just show up, you have an empty channel, you have no views barely. You could put out fucking thousands upon thousands upon thousands of videos, and if you don't have a base, if people don't care, they're not supporting you, then of course they're not going to show up. You could put out 100,000 videos and your channel doesn't have any, if it's like it gets lost in the algorithms, or you're not out there promoting, or you don't, like sometimes your family, your friends don't even care about subscribing to you. They don't care about following you. They want to go somewhere where it's popular. They want to go somewhere where there's action, where the party is at. They're not going to sit there and be watching your videos. Maybe your mom will, or someone that takes interest in what you do. Like maybe you have a few friends, or maybe a coworker, like, yeah, I watch your YouTube video. Yeah, I like that post. I like the picture of your trip and stuff, like that. Like, stop waiting for people to support you. Stop complaining about the space that you can't curate because you can't focus because everybody's like in your way. And it gets to a point where you get crazy angry because you're like, damn, time is going against me. Time is not stopping. It is ticking right now. It's ticking. You might see like maybe a few seconds go by, a few minutes, an hour. And then all of a sudden 5 years goes by, and then 10 years, and then 15 and 20 and 25, and you're still wanting this and you're not doing it. And then all of a sudden your life is gone, and then you're at the end of your life and you say, I wasted my life away and I regret this life. Like, why do you want to set yourself up for failure? That's ultimate failure. That you put yourself in a position of like having this horrible regret, and you just want to die because you lived a terrible life and nobody was there for you and stuff. Like why would you want to set yourself up for something so difficult like that, to where it seems so dark? Or would you want to share now of a story of someone that done that, and showing if they took a different direction, this is the life they could live? There's so many different stories. They don't have to be strange. They don't have to be like romantic comedies or superhero movies. There's so many stories that you could do. And there's so many places that you could create. You could go in the middle of somewhere and be in a motel and get away from everything, get off the internet. Create. Write the story. Think of ideas. Think of the characters. Make friends with the characters. Love the characters. Love your story. Care about your story. Have emotion for your story. Take yourself out of the circle that is creating a lot of stress in your life, a lot of pressure. Go somewhere where you can create, where it's somewhere that makes you happy. Somewhere that gives you that like comfort of like, I could create and nobody's going to stop me. And if your phone stops you, then take your phone in airplane mode. Put it in airplane mode. If something gets in the way, deal with it. If there's a distraction you can't get rid of, then use the distraction to make your story better. To show that this is a story. Things happen. There's conflict. People want things. They can't get it. Or they have something and it's like, oh damn, now my world's now they're shaking up the world, and now everything's falling apart. Now they're getting a divorce. Now they're losing their job, and they thought everything was good. They can't tell their significant other they didn't get the job, and they're about to lose their home. Or however you want to set up the story, it is up to you. And sometimes you can work on a story for many years, and all of a sudden, like, nobody wants to buy it, to option it. You never make it. You could create things. There's phones, there's cameras, there's YouTube. You could create things and you could put it out there. You can make little short films. And you could go raise money on Seed and Spark or Kickstarter. I mean, it might seem kind of hard. Maybe people don't want to invest. The problem is that sometimes people, your own family, your friends, don't want to support you. Like I was saying earlier, they go where the party is. They want to do the popular thing. They want to follow what everybody else is doing. Like, oh, I watched this video and all that. And they don't even watch your own damn video. They can't give you 2 minutes. A minute is too long. But then they'll spend hours watching other stuff that is a piece of shit. That's how it is. I'm sorry to say that. That's life. But you don't have to accept it. You could do your own thing. Be your own boss. Hold yourself accountable. and live as that writer, because you will never have another chance again if you keep waiting to the end of your life. I'm telling you that you have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it. You have to show that you really love it. When you love something, you will do it. If you love your dog, you'll walk your dog. You pick up their business. You clean them. You talk to them. You love them. You kiss them. You hug them. Because you love them. You love them. You love them being happy. So why not be happy with what you do with your craft, your hobby, your dream? Love it. If you have to love it like your dog or your cat, then do that. You will never have another chance if you keep waiting. Until the next time, love yourself, respect yourself, value yourself. I got it all backwards. Value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.